Kadachar Cell, Adachar Village. And I'm going to take you through the activities we have gone through when we are in Gudie Leisure Farm, most especially in aquaculture. First of all, we have gone through grading, where we separated big fish from the small ones to avoid conception of feeds from the big ones with the small ones. Another one is stocking. After stocking, we went to pond clearing. After pond clearing, we went to pond construction. After pond construction, we had a visit to Masese Ginger, where we had more things we went through. And before that, let me give my colleague to take us through.
Thank you very much. Our guest of honor tonight, the Managing Director, staff at Gudie Leisure Farm, our dear parents and their spouses, ladies and gentlemen, in your various dignitaries, good evening. My name is Ilukute Rebecca. I come from Kanyum Ward, South Division, Kumi Municipality, Kumi District. I'm a student of aquaculture at Gudie Leisure Farm. Thank you so much, the Managing Director, for embracing a girl child. It means we really need to serve the nation. Without wasting time, allow me go through pond construction. Pond construction is one of the activities that we carry out in fish farming. I'm going to take you through what you're supposed to do before you construct your pond. Number one is the location. You must give us the location where you're going to keep the pond, where you're going to construct your pond. How is the location? How is the security? Is it far away from predators? Is it accessible? Is it accessible to the water source? Because we all know fish lives in water. Number two is history of floating. After locating the area where you're going to keep your fish, you're going to tell us, actually we need to know the floating history. If the place has been having the history of floating, that place will not be suitable for fish farming, because when heavy rains come, the fish goes with the floods and you'll make a loss. Also in pond construction, we consider the topography of the soil. The landscape has to be flat. We can't have it in a hilly place or in a slopey place. The landscape has to be balanced. We also look at the soil type. We all know that clay soil retains water for a longer period of time. We also know that clay soil, sand soil, does not hold water for a longer period of time. Here I'm driving you into types of fish ponds. There are two types of fish ponds. There is a line-up fish pond, then there is the earthened fish pond. The ones we have here are earthened because the above factors were considered. They were able to sample the kind of soil, because if you're to use the earthened pond and the soil cannot retain water, it means your pond will drain and you'll not be in position. Actually, the fish will not have a suitable environment for them, so they'll eventually die. Then also, another activity we carry on is land clearing. You have to clear the place you're going to construct your fish pond. It should not be bushy. If it is bushy, it will attract the predators that are going to eat the fish. There's also what we call the temporal benchmark. Before you do pond construction, a temporal benchmark can be a distance away from the fish pond, like you have to give a meter or two from maybe the roadside. Then you also need space for constructing the fish pond. When you're demarcating your fish pond, we put what we call pegs. Then we also use a tape measure where we do the measurements depending on how many fish you want to keep in the pond. We also have space for the activities, like when you're after constructing your pond, you're going to bring out the sand out. So you need that space also. So I'm going to be the pond engineer. If like after the training, I'm going to be on hot market. Before you construct a fish pond, I'll just come and talk there, give my calculations. You give me something in my pocket. It is not going to be for free. Then also, you have to mark the location that is still on temporal benchmark of a fish pond. These calculations I'm not going to give you, because when I give you, still my profession will lose value. With the interest of time, allow me pass the mic to our team lead. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, my colleague Rebecca. I hope I also know what you are talking about. So I can't make your market to lose. Let me hand this mic to Mary to take us through.
Thank you very much. Protocol observed. Good evening. My name is Mary Adoch from Kedia District, Kokolmer Parish. I'm going to take you through harbors. Harbors are controlled environments which are installed with water bodies. And they are also systems used to raise fish from juveniles to table size. And they are also easy to manage. Thank you.
Next is Charity.
Thank you very much for this opportunity. My name is Agang Charity Lucy. I come from Akojo village, Kablabla Parish, Kadungulu Sub-County, Kasilo County, Serere District. I'm going to take you through how a fry is raised into a finger rod. First, you flush the pond. Flushing means draining the water from the pond. After draining water, then you drench it. Drenching means cleaning the pond, removing the rubbish. After that, you apply agricultural lime. After liming the pond, you fill the pond with water. After filling the pond with water, then you stock your fry there, the young fish. After stocking, you leave it for, this is called the fry, the young one of fish. Then after stocking, you leave it for 30 days. Then it will become a fingerling. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Charity, for that opportunity. Now I'm taking the mic to Catherine to take us through a tank. We might be looking at the tank, but we don't know what it is. Now Catherine is going to tell us what a tank is.
Thank you. My name is Arayo Catherine. I'm from Serere District, Kiere Sub-Country. I'm from Serere District, Kiere Sub-Country. I'm from Serere District, Kiere Sub-County, Kamrojo Parish. I'm going to take you through how they use a tank in fish. First of all, a tank can enable us to grow up the fish plus to grow the vegetables. Like here, we can grow our vegetables here, and even we can raise up the fish from inside the tank. The advantages of using a tank is fish can benefit from vegetables. When photosynthesis takes place, it can give them algae, which turns them to natural food for fish. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Catherine. Now I'm coming back to tell you what cages are. My name is Akelo Sar again. These are what we call cages. And when we talk about cages, it's when fish is reared inside the nets and they are easy to float and they cannot compete for any other oxygen inside. And these are what we call cages. This is a floating net. You fix it here so that the fish can float from inside. And then these things are called anchors, where you fix them inside the water, then the fish floats on the surface of the net. And when they float on surface of the net, they cannot escape and they acquire enough oxygen and they cannot hold wastes like ponds. When, like there in the swamp, when a cow or an animal defecates inside, that wastes will dissolve inside. But this one, when it defecates inside, the water will dissolve it and then it goes and leaves the fish freely inside. And when you talk about it, it is found in natural water bodies. When I talk about natural water bodies, I generalize them, but they are called lakes, rivers, hills, and so on. Thank you. Now when someone may say, what are those jerrycans doing? These things are called floaters. As you see them in those dams, they are called floaters. Now I'm giving my friend Lois to conclude with our speech. Now I have my hidden presenters here. This is Apollot and Beatrice.
Thank you very much. Protocol observed. Good evening. It's my pleasure to be here with our managing director and our parents and also our spouses. And not forgetting our loving guest of honor. You're most welcome and we do appreciate you a lot. Here is Apollot Catherine, founder of Rise and Shine Fish Farm, located in Obosoi Parish, Ngero Sub-County, Kumi District. While at Gudie Leisure Farm, since I was a businesswoman and I was majorly a fisher, I was interested in learning how to raise the fingerling or the juvenile to table size so that I can be in position to supply to my other members. While at Gudie Leisure Farm, I went through a process of raising juveniles to table size. And the first stage that we did was pond preparation. We dig the pond. After digging the pond, we lime it. After liming it, we first have to know the parameters of the place and also the weather. And after that, we put water into the pond. After putting water in the pond, we do what we call conditioning the pond. After conditioning it, then we transfer the juveniles to the pond. And before doing that, we have to make sure that we weigh the juveniles. And from small size, it is 500 to 800 grams. That is the small size. And then the large size is 800 to 1 kilogram. And also the juveniles is 0.81 gram. That is their weight. 0.81 to 5. And then we have the post fingerlings is 5 to 10 grams. And then we go to the juvenile stage up to table size. That the juvenile stage is 10 to 25. And then the post juveniles is 25 to 100. And then when the fish is ready to be eaten, it weighs 500 grams. And from here, since we are going to rear 4,900 juveniles in the fish pond. So if you're a farmer and you want to buy one, we are giving you at a cost of 2,000 each, one juvenile. So if you are coming to buy fish juveniles in our farm, we give a mortality discount. And also, we are expected to reach the amount of 7.8 million. That is in the process of selling our juveniles, and from there we are able to sustain the business and to run it smoothly. Thank you very much. Let me give this mic to my secretary friend. Thank you.
Protocol observed. We are fish farmers, not soldiers. Don't be scared that maybe we are having soldiers in front of us. No. I'm Napia Beatrice Barbara from Palisa District, Kasodo Sub-County, Nabitende Parish, and finally, Kasambi Village. I'm the CEO of Fresh Flow Fish Enterprise. These are some of the things I've learned here when I joined the Gudie Leisure Farm. I learned how to raise fish from fry to juvenile. These are the fry. These are the fingerlings. These are the juveniles. And we don't have table size. Because when you hear about the thing table, then you expect to eat from the table to the mouth. That is all. I would have showed you, but when I touch on them, I'm going to injure them and they are going to get infected. So I'll not touch on them. These are some of the activities. These are some of the activities we have to carry out when raising our fish. First of all, we have to prepare the pond. We have to clear it by fertilizing. We have to grade. We have to stock. Then lastly, we have to, before the last part, we have to feed. We have to harvest. Now, on the case of feeding, when we are feeding our fish, we don't have to just feed them anyhow. You have to feed when seeing are they responding to the feeds or no. If they are not responding, then you know that there is a problem to my fish. You don't have to continue feeding them when they are not responding to the feeds. When now stocking them, like when we are stocking our fry, you don't have to just bring the bucket from the other side and pour into the pond. No, they are going to be stressed and the others they end up dying. So when you're transferring them, you have to carry the bucket which you're transferring from, and you put in the pond slowly so that they cannot know that you like this one, the way she's putting, so that they can get use of the water you're putting them into, so that they don't get stressed. Thank you. I think that is all. Let me give Grace to summarize.
Thank you very much. Protocol observed. Good evening. My name is Gudie Leisure. I'm the CEO of Ale Prosper Fish Farm. Members, I believe that a lot has been talked by my colleagues, but besides that, we can get wealth from fish farming. How? The water you use for, there is that water in the pond, it contains manure. Which manure we always purchase? The manure we call organic manure. We always buy, not knowing that fish farmers can produce organic manure. Where is that manure? No, this is the manure meaning. See, my dear farmers outside there, once your water turns into green like this, just know that there is manure already. So, if you need to get an idea of formulating this manure, please reach to me. I'm around. In case of maybe the telephone number, I know I'll announce that. Thank you.
Our guest of honor, each of these girls is responsible for ensuring that we grow fish in the region, and we pray that they are going to be the leaders of aquaculture in their region, and each of them will be going home with a tank and 1,000 fish plus feed to enable them grow as they look for more inputs from the feed mill to grow their fish.
My name is Brian Tuizuche. I'm a trainer at farm, most especially under agronomy of vegetables, medicinal and aromatic plants, fruits, but a few. So here, I also have my fellow trainer, and she's called Madame Tarwana Doreen. That's how we work under condiment industry. In front here, we have 20 ladies who have managed to reach at this day successfully, and they have looked at different businesses. They are now ready to improve our health, improve our families, improve the whole of Parisa, Kumi, and other districts, and actually the entire country at large. Allow me at this juncture tell you that we have ended our training successfully without any war or any fight. All of them are appreciating, they are smiling, and we hope to keep the smile when we go ahead. Allow me to go through the anthem.
In Uganda now.
much.
Protocols observed. Good evening. My name is Apollo Mary from Bukedia District, Malera Sub-County, Malera Parish. Here is the condiment industry, and we are going to present what we had been learning in this Gudie Leisure Farm. First and foremost, I'm going to take us through the soil preparation. As a farmer always, we need to know that we have to prepare our soils. And before you do that, you have to organize yourself. How are you going to organize yourself? You need to be having some materials. And some of them are here, but some are missing. A good farmer should organize a watering can for watering. We have a spade here for measuring the soil samples. We have the gumboots that you can put on. And the next step is the soil samples. Here, we always get 3 types of soils. That is to say, topsoil, which is this one here. We have sand, which is this one here. Then the last is manure. First of foremost, this is the topsoil that we always measure first. And whenever you're measuring, make sure when you're using a wheelbarrow, if you're to measure, you measure these ones, 2 wheelbarrows. Sandy soil also, you measure 2 wheelbarrows. Then manure, you measure 1. Let me talk of their advantages. Topsoil, it makes soil fertile. This is the topsoil that we always pick from upsides. Like when you go to your garden, the topsoil that you always pick from up. Then we have sandy soil. This one, when you mix it, it allows aeration of soils and high water holding. Then allows water to penetrate. Because when we use this one only, water might not penetrate and can make your plant not to germinate well. Then we have manure. If at all you've mixed your topsoil and the sand, you may find that that mixture is not yet enough to make your plant grow the way you want. You can add manure to boost the germination of your seedlings or the seeds. And when you're mixing it, you have to mix it in the ratio of 2 to 2 to 3. I'm sorry, it is 2 to 2 to 1. Then after you mixing all the 3 soil samples, you leave it to set for 24 hours. That is equivalent to a day. After, you make sure you get your pots. We have here pot bags. You can use a bucket as well. You pot the soil on your bags. Then after potting, You can either get your seeds or a seedling. You plant in it. And here are some of the things we have been doing from this school. We have a purple seedling. We have here a vegetable. In fact, these are fruits. These two are fruits, passion fruit and purple. We have vegetables, and these ones are medicinal. Sons, let me welcome my fellow friend to take over.
Protocol observed. Good evening. My name is Agent Esther. I come from Apapa Parish, Olok Sub County.